Hello everyone, this is Lolly and I am sharing today how I made these really fun bookmarks that look like they are brightly colored film strips. This is sponsored by Grafix Arts Company, and today I'll show you what products of theirs I am using to complete this and give you an easy tutorial. So we're going to be using Duralar, which is their archival polyester film with protective covering on it, and then it's 0.005 is the one I'm using. You can use different thicknesses. This is the large pad, 11 by 14. Just cut off the pieces you want, and I'm cutting off a 2 by 7 size for mine. And I'm using this, which is a film strip image, SVG that I made. And you can use your Barely Art glue to attach the Duralar. It works great. If you are one who likes having tape, a great tape to use would be the Grafix double tack mounting film. I would put a strip on the back of the black cardstock before running it through your machine. And let's get started. So what I'm doing now is I am using alcohol inks, and I have the Purple Twilight, Turquoise, Meadow, Dandelion, Sunset Orange, and Crimson. And let me get some gloves on. Now, I like to have a piece of paper that's a blotter here. And you'll notice there's a hole in here. This is just typewriting paper. I do have a silicone Fisker's mat under my work. You can see I already got plenty of the alcohol inks on my paper pad. So what this hole is, once I punched these out, I just traced it and cut one of these out so that I could use to put a mask here if I want to do stamping. You don't really have to do that. I'm putting these here so I can just see how long to go here. You can see that I have my favorite paint shirt on. So I'm taking these and I'm kind of putting them down here, just stripping them from the top and then catching off the extra because it does pool on the bottom. I'm not really wanting a huge collection at the bottom. Let's move that up a little bit. And now this green color. And I overlap them just a pinch. Okay. And stay tuned to the end of this video because I'm going to show you something else besides doing alcohol inks. So now we've got those. You know, these dry really quickly. I'm just going to make sure there's no big puddles on the bottom because that's important. The next thing I'm going to be using is Stazon ink in black. It's been a while since I've re-inked this. Now, some of your other inks will probably work on the Duralar, but because I have the alcohol inks on there, I just want to make sure that I get these. What I'm using for stamps are these from Dina Wakely, these cute face images. They're called pocket circles. And so every time I grab one, here's one here, it's a face, but you notice it's toward the side there. So I'm going to ink that up, and I don't want the whole circle everywhere, so that's where this comes in handy. If you want, what you can do is put this underneath your work here, so you can see where to put this. And then I hold the Duralar and that and pull this out so I have a good stamping surface. Now, I'm keeping in mind that that face, although it's on the left now, when I flip it, it's on the right. And there we go. We got us a nice little face there. I'm going to stamp off the excess, and I will clean them with the Stazon stamp cleaner after that. So let's grab another one. I love having gloves working with Stazon as well. Let's grab another face. And there's her little face there. Always cover, keep this with your Stazon. Put that on, and then your lid. And then let's get all of these. Okay, and I will clean these off. So the cleaner for these is a Dauber. Just rub it on, and then it will dissolve all that ink, and then you can go about your business and clean your stamp regularly. Now that we have this, all that we need to do is glue this on. I did not use the double tack, so we are going to use this. This is so much work to glue this that what I want to do is get this lined up first. I can glue and get it lined up properly. Now I will tell you that when I did this the first time, I went down every single one of these. The problem with that is it tends to smear, so don't do too much glue or it'll squish out onto your Duralar, and you don't want that. So I have not been putting it in between every single little one of those. Okay, now that we've got it started, oops, we can come and go over this and do the next segment. Now, these are great bookmarks, which is what I was intending, but you know, you could also make a light catcher with it. So put a little hanger on it. I'm going to give you a link under my video for the SVG and for all the supplies you're going to need. And then all we need to do is the same thing for the back. Okay, now let me show you the other ones that I've already done. So here's another one that I did, but I have not put it in the film strip. What do you know? I happen to get the same images for these two here. Interesting how that worked out. Now, let's zoom in a little bit. So there's that one that we just did. Here's one I did with no faces at all, just the inks. And I think that's pretty gorgeous. I love it. And another thing you could do is adhesive vinyl. You could cut out letters and put them on there right there. If you're worried about them sticking over the alcohol ink, turn it over and do it on that side. Doesn't really matter. Another thing I used was these translucent stickers from Sticko, and they are llamas. Now, how cute is that? Isn't that fun? And they look pretty much the same on the back because they're translucent and you can see right through. There's no words. So just sweet, sweet, sweet. So if you see more translucent stickers, a lot of stickers are made to go, for instance, on your water bottles, and they are these clear, like vinyl stickers. Those are perfect for this. And again, so is adhesive vinyl. You can decorate these however you want. Sky is the limit. Love it. You can still, for instance, use one of these holes to hang a hanger or maybe some twine or something just to make it stick out from your book. So much fun. Love working with this. Love working with Duralar. I have used Duralar for years. This was provided this year for me by Grafix Plastics Company, but I have already owned plenty of Duralar myself before that, and it is my favorite acetate blend for sure. Thank you everyone for watching.